to be helping the Freestar Rangers. Hey there, Deputy. Just making my way.
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagoner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagoners off their land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. You did good, but a celebration might be a little premature. For the time being, yes, but you could still be in danger. That's why we need to fill in some blanks. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm? If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. They also said something about being forgotten. They seemed bitter about it, resentful. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? Any of that sound familiar?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway. The war between the United Colonies and the Freestar. Each side unleashed terrible weapons. The armistice was signed 20 years ago. But I suppose it ain't impossible. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the feud... I don't recall how long the sentence. The 1st Cavalry lost almost all their mechs. They were just about there when a ceasefire order came down. The commanding officer of the 1st disobeyed the order. They court-martialed him, and the rest of the surviving officers. No, it doesn't. Just raises more questions. It's a good bet that starship thief can help us get some answers. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. The ruling body that oversees the council members are the political and corporate elite of the Freestar Collective. So we have to treat proud, stubborn, and smart. A self-made man. Good. The last thing I need is the council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montero Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting. I'll make sure Ranger Kalu knows to expect you.
To what do I owe this pleasure? Need to see what I'm carrying? I am so grateful for you.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Freestar Ranger Nia Kalu. If anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help.
Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Alright, we're done. Welcome to Hometown.
Sensitive product.
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship. Yeah, well, if you want to keep that badge, then don't get any ideas. This old girl and I have been through a lot together. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs. No, no chance. They took as much of a beating as I did. Repair my ship? Thanks. That should get me home. Good. There aren't many of us out there. So it makes all our lives easier when we can help each other out. Now let's talk about those outlaw ships. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen. Light armaments, not too fast. Pilots are gifted amateurs, but still amateurs. You'll be outnumbered, but they'll be damaged, which should even things up for you. They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their...
Shields are up. Drive is working again if you need it.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Okay. Who can jump higher than a skyscraper and see Everybody! Skyscrapers can't jump!
Okay. Good one, Cora. Hey, next time you see Barrett, try it out on him.
contraband and you can be on your way. And that's it. You're cleared to land at Hopetown.
Landing commencing.
Smugglers always like to use Hope-Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
Look at you! I can hardly believe it.
I don't want to hear any
Oh,
complaints.
same as usual. Except now all she does is goes on and on about how her youngest has made it. Tells everyone you met the Ron Hope.
Ron Hope's the best.
Excuse me. A little desperate here.
A fair amount of business runs through Hopetown, and from what I understand, most of it is legal.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
If you can't protect your...
Good day. I like it here. And so many stories. Do you agree? It is no neon. I have a small... I need someone Does it matter? I know little about you. This is the way I... Speak your mind. That doesn't mean I should... Look. I try to be. I mean, if you must know, let's just... I will say no more. Illegal is a strong in Aquila City. The package is contraband. If your ship has space for can you handle a job? That is a question I cannot. In case you were... Shielded cargo space. Lots of it. Much more than you need. Makes things easier to hide from. If you can acquire a signal... If you upgrade your ship with...
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Off-worlders.
You made it.
Never good company.
Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust? I can walk, talk, and breathe. That's good enough for me. Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free. No? And I can't get answered? I'm sure Mr. Hope has. His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
Though I suppose that is hardly the point of them.
The council oversees the Freestar.
My day is suddenly. You will think of me.
I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire.
Just keep it holstered.
Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town works here. I can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect.
You ever check out the prices at Trident? You could buy like a fleet of HopeTech ships for the same price.
All the way up. Is it just me, or does
Enjoy your visit to
Hope
HopeTech.
Systems have an office on top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
Workers like to play hard here. They deserve it.
I guess I could offer to work shifts. It'll push people in part-time, but not well-trained. As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Talk to Elaine about this scavenger. It's not a bad idea, provided we... And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Freestar Rangers. At last! Ah, Dan, good to see you. I think we're done here, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Freestar Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better. That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors. Then, I trust that you know what I expect of you. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Though what happened after the ship was taken doesn't concern me. What does concern me is making sure that this doesn't happen again. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. No, nothing at all. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. Now, you can bet my ships last twice. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened. And not... Frankly, However, I can't deny there are times when... What? We vet our people thoroughly here. Nevertheless, I suppose Rest assured, if we... Because I told them not to. If word got out, I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would... Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
If more people know about the theft, your chances of learning something useful will improve. Someone might have seen the thief and could identify them.
I considered that, but in the end, I deemed it too great a risk. I've chosen to place my faith in the Freestar Rangers instead. I hope so.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope. There's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Well, Deputy?
I will not help you hurt people.
Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Ron Hope's a damned hero in my book.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Not completely. You've still got a lead worth following. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He's what I'd call a pragmat. He's also well connected. You should listen to what he tells you. Well, we could talk for an hour. The short version would be that the badge doesn't carry the same weight on Neon. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. I'll be taking it easy for a couple of days. Then, I need to get back up there and keep... I'm hoping to track one of their shit. Guess we could both use a little. No problem. Good luck on Neon, Deputy.
As long as you
Folks
keep
from
the
all
peace,
over the
you're
Freestar
good,
Collective
my
come
book.
here looking for work. Not usually. Local security. Every once in a while, though, we need access. Badge or not. Some folks aren't fond of letting us poke around. Honestly, though, it's not that. Most people are willing to work with us because they know it's... Think of it as a small... The small picture is local trouble. Handling that is local. We Rangers protect the entire Freestar Collective. Smuggling rings, escaped convicts, pirates preying on shipping. That's why there are Rangers stationed in different settlements. Bye.
Off one, though, right? Stay safe.
If you'll excuse me, I am on duty. Mr. Hope is a vital part of not only Polvo, but of the entire Freestar Collective.
I don't believe we have a meeting scheduled. You must be looking for someone else.
Let us stick to business here, and hopefully business has nothing to do with Aurora.
Yeah, I got calls.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? Not exactly. Kinda comes with the... If that's all it takes to bruise your ego, you're not gonna last very long in this line of work. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here. But this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. No? You can count on my help if you play by the rules. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
You should take his words to heart.
That would be Benjamin. He's out to squeeze every credit he can from the... He's also got a seat on the Council of Governors, which proves that if you've got enough credit... I pick my battles. Our first duty is to protect the people, but sometimes you have to choose which people to protect, because not... Good.
Consider whether your obligation to the Rangers outweighs whatever may usually pass for justice in Neon.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport if it was right off the factory. Hey, I don't care. Oh. The one and only. Well, the Marshal's message. Truth is, you're not listening. This isn't Aquila's. The people who run this, our job is the last thing.
You should take his word.
Rookies.
With an attitude like that, at least I know we will not be bored.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free. Believe it or not, my mother's an executive with Ryujin's. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as if some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing. Nah, I'm the son of a Ryujin Industries executive. Maybe you've heard of her. Name's Alexis Price. There's a sort of fragile piece here. It's better for everyone if the syndicates and the corporations coexist. Stay out of people's business until you can. Be willing to let the small stuff slide. Most of all, of course, Neon's full of desperate people. For some, it's the drugs. For others, it's gambling. There are a lot of ways to lose it. My rule is simple. If someone brought it on themselves, Rangers are supposed to exercise good judgment. I'm one person here. I can't help everybody. The best I can do is try to protect the ones who are innocent. And believe me, it's a full-time job. This is Neon. There are no guarantees. Talk to him or don't. Come on.
There is no one I would rather see right now. Take care, love.
That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. I learned quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they'd be gunned down without a moment's hesitation. Hostages or not. There are two things you don't do in I need to impress them, believe me. Because the fact that you think justice is absolute concerns me, Deputy. It's never that simple. Justice can mean different things to different people, and laws can be interpreted and debated. The Ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
You lost.
Hey, Billy, got a second? What?
Oh, gee. Give me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Sure, far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie. There's as many traps as there are tempted. Later.
I had a friend
What do you need?
virus. Wound up in the clinic for months.
Huh. A stolen Hope Tech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. Know what I mean?
Everything in Neon has a price.
relax. No need to get rough here. Truth is, I'm scared enough as it is.
Seems your approach worked.
I can help you, but right now my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Please, just hear me out. Please. I'm begging you. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
An all too familiar story in this city.
Yeah, but I never thought I'd be part of one of those stories. Did my best to stay out of trouble, but... found me anyway. The only one that matters around here. The Seoka Syndicate. They pretty much run the city. That being said, rumor has it that Emmett Goodman is on the out. From where I'm standing, seems like our problems are intertwined like a couple of fuel lines in a thruster assembly. I don't care how badly you need it. Okay. I get it. I just need a second to think. No, I can't. Sorry. I'm sorry, but this is my life we're talking about. If you were in my position, I'm
Hey, Billy. Got a second?
It's just me.
What? Oh, it's you. Give me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Check. Far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case. I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need? Right out of the factory? Well, here's the thing. It's tough for a guy.
Everything.
Whoa, 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 relax.
Seems your approach...
I can help you. Freestar Rangers are supposed... Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died. Now, Goodman's coming at...
And all too familiar.
Yeah, but I never thought I did my best to stay. From where I'm standing... I do understand. I'm trying to figure out a way to... Hard to argue with that. Okay, okay. Had to try, right? The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. And she's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
Well, what about me? You just gonna leave me twisting in the wind here?
If I were you, I'd get the hell out of Neon and start over somewhere else.
Oh, I think somebody just picked my pocket.
Welcome to Neon.
Yeah, there were 4 guys. Kind of stood out because they were all wearing old Freestar military. After they talked, the 4 guys took off in them. I'm not sure who they are, but they were wearing some... Back to work, I guess.
Keep those eyes and ears open. Not everything. Not much. I know the rep. She's one of the best shipjackers out there. She's also a daredevil. Probably the kind who lives... Stay out of trouble.
Hello, love. Goodbye, dearest.
You see any heat breaches? You've got our permission to take care of them. Things are dangerous.
In the city that never sleeps.
gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What?
Velocity's such a grab rush.
What's up?
Well, look who's here to spoil my day. A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Now that's what I call real conviction. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it. A time or two, maybe more. Aw, ain't you polite? I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right? All right. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay? That's unfortunate, but I don't know anything about it. Can't say I'm surprised, though. You know how it is out here. The strong take what they want from the weak.
You're real cold-blooded, aren't you? If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. It's not that simple. Maybe I can make an exception. I'd like to tell you. I really would. That's what I'm hoping. All right, fine. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. You serious? Only some kind of offhanded comment about their client. In my line of work, you learn not to ask a lot of questions. No, but it sounded serious. Didn't seem right I should pry. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? Nothing, really. Not so much as a hint.
Bankrolling the first must take a lot of money. Sure, he's got all kinds of side hustles going on.
No. Left me feeling a little disappointed. Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go. Suits me. I'm getting too old for this line of work. Besides, I'm going out on a high note. Ain't many can say they grabbed a ship right out of Hope Tech. Should make a good story for the kids one day.
Love the vibe in this city.
Have you
got
been to
nothing
the
else for
Astral
you.
Lounge?
I was just thinking about you. I will be here for you, as always.
Bye.
What a city, am I right?
If I want children, I head over to New Forest.
Love your fit.
Borealis.
It may not work. Diostado's my dad's. I used to go by Trey, but, even back on Sol, my ancestors were island people. Volii Alpha being an ocean world. I'm a free spirit, yo. But if there's two places, Aurora's my mistress, but fashion's my heart, so. When I was a kid, my parents used to dress me in these old... But even then, my sense of style was... It got so bad, I started... When I finally could afford some new threads, it was like meeting my soulmate in person. Think so? I know people say the trends here are manufactured, but the corps can put up 1,000 billboards, and they still... Peace!
I went through a brief period where I thought it might be exciting to be a professional Ashta hunter. A very, very brief period.
Having a good one?
You should try Filbert's here. It's brewed in the city.
These Rangers are... Not everyone gets to say they work.
Good to see you. Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm Alex. Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think? Oh, I can't fly anywhere. Being in a pressurized environment is like someone taking a laser cutter to the sides of my head. But at least I can pretend to visit the party capital of the galaxy by... Yeah, I bet. It just sounds so exciting and so stimulating. Probably makes Aquila City look like the more boring backwater town in the settled systems by comparison. Alas, I'll have to experience it vicariously through you and the other Rangers. So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful? Did he now? Well, in that case, challenge accepted. It's only a matter of time before I know every dirty little secret stored in this thing. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. It'll take as long as it takes. One thing I can promise you, though, is that it'll... Oh, why should I? Nothing but dirt, cold... I like my nice, cozy, antisocial office space much. You're counting on me. You know I outrank you, right? Please and thank you go a long way when addressing your betters, rookie. Our newest deputy!
New deputy, huh? Honor to have you.
Let's talk for a minute.
Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech? Glad you got a chance to meet him. Sounds like you're making real progress. You're off to a good start, but that's all it is, a start. What did you learn from this starship thief? Well done, Deputy. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I can give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. There was a mech driver in the 1st Cavalry named Mark. He came from money. And when the 1st Cav got a reputation, Marco had a knack for getting hold of anything we needed. There was talk the family fortune came from... He had this dream to become a wealthy businessman when he got out. But I guess... They said she was a child prodigy, which probably... I don't think she'd ever give him up. Like what? Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing... Based on what you've learned, I'd presume... Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now, looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there. Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar collective space and provides the best medical services credits can buy. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation. Your priority is to gather more intel about the First. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.